Tell me if you can. Wait, no, I'll wait. Never mind. But I have
the new thing.
Mm-hmm. I'll wait.
I've had the door closed. I'll be right back. I've had the door closed for 5 minutes. I hear "ow" followed by "what the fuck."
All right.
No other reason I need to know what happened.
Right. And this is the part where I start recording and nobody else is on. It's like I'm in a musical. That sounds promising. Yeah.
Never let someone else have children 3 years before you meet them.
Try to remember that.
Yeah. So, just in case you're looking for dating clues.
Okay. Just gonna write that down real fast.
Just go ahead and write that one down. I did that thing where I had something I was going to add to my list this morning, and then I got sidetracked and I forgot to add it.
You'll remember, like, something will just bring it up, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's what I was writing. Or it may never come back again.
Yeah, it may not have been that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I may have just been salty in that moment.
That's very well possibility.
I have some good ones. We have some that are going to be the same.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I think Dave needs to restart his computer.
I think Dave needs to restart his life.
That's what he's trying to do.
Me too.
Oh,
Me
hey,
too.
Mr. Restart himself.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it back off again?
Or one of those things.
What did I say?
I don't know.
God damn it.
Gosh darn it.
Every damn time.
Every dang time.
Son of a bitch does it all the time.
Son of a fuck.
Son of a fart.
Mm.
Son of a fudge.
Oh, fudge.
But
We
I
were
didn't
like
say fudge
4 days from that being on all the time.
all the time.
Mm-hmm. I have like 12 Christmas shirts, maybe more than that, but I think I've limited it to like 7 or 8 that I actually wear. Here's one of them.
Nice.
But the one I always wear on Christmas Day, or at least since I got it, is the Christmas Story one where the kid's like, "You'll shoot your eye out" or something like that, and he's got like the broken glasses.
I have elf pants, but I don't really have any Christmas attire.
I have too much. I even have 3 hoodies. No, 4. One's a reindeer, so I don't know if that counts because it could just be a deer.
Judges? All right. No, nothing from the judges, apparently. Thank you, David.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why my audio is planted on my computer again.
Because you suck good.
I don't know. Is your mic plugged in?
Yeah. Everything's plugged in. Everything's
has-
the way it usually is.
Just click those little 3 lines up on the top left and go down
Smash that
to
bell.
audio, video. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. I got a bell.
That's awesome. We actually have a bell.
We got a bell, and it played. I was like, is it going to play or is it going to get muted? Wait, let's see if it works like if I do it regular.
Yeah. Yep, we got it.
That's funny.
That's
now I don't have to
awesome.
play a sound. I just got to remember when I say that's funny, I do that.
That's funny.
Lugnut fixed it.
All right, Dave. Way to go, Dave.
They don't call me all Dave Tech Deaton for nothing.
I have a
I was
question.
I was gonna put you down for guy who never gets his tech right for the podcast on my grievance list.
That would be fair.
That would be.
But
So,
that's for life,
If
not just the podcast.
if there's something in the store that doesn't have a price tag and is clearly not from something that you can see it's a part of,
It's free.
and you just take it, is that stealing?
Well, you know that the whole saying goes, no tag, no bag.
Dave just said it's free, so I'm going to go to his store and test that out.
We have guns.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Hopefully one of them doesn't have a tag.
Nah.
Like,
Got
I'll
guns
take
and
this.
shit. Dave said it was free. Like, I've
Dude, I
got it.
remember
It's
one
recorded.
time.
I can play the recording.
I can play it back.
Dude, I
Play it
remember
back,
one
Dave.
time I went to Safeway, and it was the, hey, if we don't mention the Safeway club card, like, you get a free whatever this item is. And like I was like 19 or 20, and like they went through the whole thing. I was like, hey man, you didn't say your shit. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and take the thing. And like as I'm pulling it out of there, I'm like, oh, this feels so lame.
Right?
This, like, was it worth it? Like, that, I'm so lame right now. I hope this candy tastes good, because I'm fucking not.
Right.
You just feel bad about yourself eating
I
it.
did. Like, I immediately felt bad about it. I was like, like, I know nobody actually cares, but like, I'm that guy right now.
You know that if you were someone else watching you,
I
you
would
would say, "What a piece of
I
shit."
mean, what a dick.
You suck. Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, the thing's like $2, guy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, I didn't even take the shit, I don't think. like, I'm fucking out of here.
There's that episode of Seinfeld where they Kramer notices that the bank that he goes to, you get $100 if they don't say hello or hi. It's one of the two. I think it's
Mhm.
hello. If they don't say hello to you when you come in, we owe you $100. And he goes up to the guy, and the guy's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh, you didn't say hello. Where's my $100?" And he's like, "No, I said hello." And he's like, "No, you said hey. Hey is not hello." And then he's like, "Well, where's your manager?" And he's like, "He's not here." He's like, "Oh, I'll be back." And he just leaves. And he comes back, and he asks the manager, and manager's like, Yep, you get your $100." And then I can't remember what happens after that, but they get everyone over there, and they're talking about it, like all the bank workers, and they're like, "So you did get a version of hello. How's $20?" He's like, "I'll take it." And he just, they like shake his hand, and he fucking leaves.
How about a version of hello? It's like, yeah, that's
a lot
like,
of work for a little bit of money.
dude, I
Hey,
remember
$20,
when
Hey,
I
20
got
bucks, 20 bucks.
right?
when I got in my car accident, like, I didn't have I didn't have insurance at the time, but I like bluffed my way through the entire accident to where I'm like, dude, I was doing my insurance shit. Like, I'll text it to you tomorrow when I get home. Like, I didn't have it. I was acting like it's next to my computer. And so I sent an email to one of those, like, hey, collision attorneys, blah, blah, blah. Like, send us for free consultation on your case, and we'll let you know if it's worth pursuing. So I sent them what happened, and they're like, wait a minute, they offered you a settlement and you were in the wrong. I swear to God, if you don't take this deal, I'm gonna come there and slap you myself. I was like, I didn't even, because I mean, I'm 20 years old. I don't know
Right.
what's going on.
Right.
And they're like, no, they offered you a settlement. They are admitting fault in a situation where you will be legally at fault. Like,
Yeah.
like, you will, like, once this goes down, like, you're guilty. It's gonna happen, but you're not gonna have to pay for it. Jump on this.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And I closed the computer, picked up the phone, and I was like, I accept.
The
They're like,
opposite of I refuse.
yeah, they're like, no, it was hilarious. 'Cause it's
I
like,
do not refuse.
it was like the day before I left for Denver. And so I'm sitting there, and they call me, and they're like, okay, so this is an automated, and like it's an automated call, like, just for record keeping.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want to make sure, are you of sound and sober mind? I'm like, yes. They're like, are you willing to accept the settlement where we give you $1,200 and we never talk about this again? I'm like, yes, I do. I was like, they're like, I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna end the call here. I'm like, and go ahead and forward us your banking information. I got to Denver. I got my first week paycheck from being in-house training. I got 2 weeks per diem, and I got my settlement check all within like 30 hours of one another. I had like almost $4,000 in the bank. I'm like, Like here I am,
rich.
here I am in Denver with no living expenses at all, and just suddenly
Right.
there's $4,000 in the bank. I'm like, whoa, who wants to party?
Imagine that today as our older selves, just random $4,000 hits in your bank, and you don't get as excited anymore, but you do get a little excited because you're like, fuck yeah, that bill's paid, that bill's paid, that
Right.
bill's paid.
Well, first things first is, I was taught a long time ago, you pay yourself. So what we do is we go and we buy something cool that we've been wanting for a really long time, and then we go, fuck yeah, we got that cool thing we've been wanting for a really long time, and then we go take care of our responsibilities.
That makes sense.
It's a classic, like if your
free money, yes, free money.
Exactly. Free money. If
Free
you're
money.
giving me free money, then I'm going to do something stupid with it, and then I'm going to do something responsible with it.
My most memorable free money, Robin was there with me, and I was in the casino, and I don't play slots very often. I played slots, and I won $800, and I jumped up and screamed, "I'm buying a lightsaber!"
And he did.
And
The
then
next
you
day.
had to
the
at
next
that
day,
point.
went and bought a lightsaber.
You have to.
Oh.
Even still, there was that little twinge at the back of your neck when they rang it up. You're like, oh,
that's $350 right there.
yeah. You're like, oh. You're like, but no, it's just I just didn't spin 4 more times, and I still got $550.
Right. Well, and the dumb thing is, it's not even like a lightsaber that I would really want. It's the Kylo Ren lightsaber, which was cool at first.
Yeah.
It's still pretty cool.
Yes, but I would much rather take the money I spent on that and get like an Obi-Wan one.
An Obi-Wan?
Yep. Obi-Wan one.
Wooooings!
Obi-Wand.
I've got to pull.
No, an Obi-Wand.
Oh shit.
You think they make like Star Wars vibrators?
Oh, absolutely.
There's an
Yeah.
Obi-Wand.
Absolutely,
I
they
saw
do.
one.
If there isn't one named that, then they fucked up.
I'm sure you could find porn of that.
I've seen it. Felix taking their long, I don't know what you call those.
Hand Solo. Bullet Sponge has been talking about switching his name to Hand Solo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't we have that episode where we were trying to do Star Wars names, but they're all...
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said to say hi and Merry Christmas if you enjoy that. That's how he said it.
What's up, Bullet Sponge?
He probably won't hear the pre-show, but I'll be
Obi-Wan.
like, hey, you gotta listen to the pre-show this time.
All right, I'll say what up to him during the show too.
The YouTubes.
You gotta get a little taste of the drip
Yeah.
before the full thing comes in.
I almost had to fuck you. I almost typed the wrong thing because I was typing Ric Flair wings, and then you said drip right as I typed Ric Flair, and then I almost typed Ric Flair drip.
Drip.
So I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
That's not the video you want.
Oh shit.
This is amazing. Oh my god.
So good. I sent it to Travis, and I think I sent it to Dave, or at least in the group that we're in.
Which part? What?
Probably it's probably in. Hold on, I'll look. And see
No,
if
I'm gonna. I got it here.
I'm so bad. Like, I just caught up on Snapchats that Robin has sent me.
Yeah.
From
like
November.
6 months ago. Yeah, when we were at the Duck Games and shit.
No, not that. Not quite that. It was from
All right, Dave.
right before. It was Civil War.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Wooooings! Wooooings!
No, not that.
Get ready!
No, not that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Wooooings!
Wooooings!
And like, we were.
Get ready!
No, god damn it.
We are
Wooooings!
doing and we're
Like, look at how quickly he closes the box, because you can tell that these wings suck. Like, watch how quick this goes, because also,
Yeah.
they handed him this box of wings, and they've got to be just gelatinous and cold. And then just watch, like, this is a 2-second clip. Watch how long this box is open.
Wooooings!
Less than a second.
Get ready!
It might have been like they said, "Hey, we're gonna pay you by the second," but you can only be on there for 3 seconds at the most.
Wooooings!
Wooooings!
Well, no, that's not the whole commercial. Like the whole thing is him going like championship wings, championship
Oh,
sauce.
yeah, that's
woo,
right.
Woo,
That's
Oh,
good.
man.
woo. Wooing.
Oh,
Fucking old Ric Flair.
Old Ric Flair is kind of the worst. Like he dresses like the so-called beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ant on top of my camera. It's pissing me off.
Oh, that's annoying.
oh, that's funny.
That's annoying. That's yes, that's amazing. I love it.
All right. So the reason I said that is I'm watching the show called For All Mankind,
Something
and there's
funny
a
happens.
scene where they're in space. They're on the moon. They're on a base on the moon, and
They're space base.
they're testing ants in space, and they drop the ants, and then like the show goes on. Like every season is like 15 years later, and like 15 years later they're like, yeah, so we got an ant infestation.
Yes, well.
But do the
So
ants have
it's
wings?
it's not
that
funny
the
to
one
anyone but
that's-
me.
Is that the show that's on Apple TV?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I dig it.
I
So
wanted to
it's-
start it,
it's
but I've been watching the
basically-
Godzilla one.
It's kind of like The Man in the High Castle, where it's a historical reimagining.
Mm-hmm.
So Man in the High Castle is a historical reimagining
There's a
that
bunch of them.
Germany and Japan won World War II. Well,
Yeah.
this one is a reimagining if Russia beat us to the moon.
It's
Mm.
also written by Philip K. Dick, not necessarily. Man in the High Castle is.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So it's got that going for it.
Mm.
Philip K. Dick famously wrote "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep," the basis for Blade Runner.
Okay. Yep. But yeah, I really dig those. I dig those shows mostly because I'm kind of a history nerd, and I enjoy that stuff. So it's fun watching it.
That makes sense why you like Call of Duty so much.
I haven't played it in months.
Neither have I. The
I
biggest problem I have is that like I'm playing basketball a lot right now, and for some reason NBA 2K is like 145 gigs
Dang.
because of their whole park bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because you have to, it has to load that entire fucking online mode into the game. It's fucking stupid.
Hmm.
Like
I wish
it's
they would
over
separate
100
them.
gigs. Yeah, I wish I
should say-
could. I wish
because-
I could download just 2K
Because I haven't played the park part
in years.
in years, and I played it maybe 5 times, and I was like, oh, these guys are like nerds that sit here and grind
and do just
and
this.
then do just this. So this is not fun for me at all. Even my character that I got up to a 99. Yeah, I'm a 99 against computers. I'm jamming all over everybody. But you put me on those my
Jamming.
playground games. Like I can't do anything. I'm not sitting back shooting 40-foot jumpers every time, and that's all
And
they
they're
do.
green
anymore.
lighting it every single
Yeah,
shot.
every time from half court, green light, nothing but net. Oh, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, it's just dumb. And then on top of that, the community, like I don't use this word often. The community is toxic as fuck. Like legitimately, if you get picked up in a squad, and let's say you get out on a fast break, they'll call a timeout as you're like in the air going to dunk the ball, just so you won't get the points.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's some
And then they'll
lame
quit
shit.
and leave you to play with AI.
And the difference of like trash talking, like if you're garbage in Call of Duty, someone will say you're garbage, and for some reason it doesn't bother me. But in
Because
2K,
there's
it's like
some element of luck involved with Call of Duty.
in 2K, it's just the dudes run their mouth so much, and it's like,
And it's all racially charged.
yeah, I'm just trying to play this game. Like that's so I don't play it online. Like
It's one of the reasons
pointless. I'm
like,
not good at it, so why try?
I'm above average at online Madden, but even still, like I hate when I have to listen to somebody talk about playing Madden against me because they hype up every play, even it's like a 4-yard gain. Oh yeah, got that shit, bro, got that shit all day. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's
No.
21 to
Shut the
7.
fuck up.
You got 3 yards.
Yeah,
Stop
you got
talking.
3 yards. There's 3 minutes to go in the game. I've got a 2-score lead. You have 1 timeout.
It's the equivalent of the Chargers doing the old first down thing when they're down by 63.
Dude, I hate like inappropriate celebration. I hate inappropriate booing, and you know what? Hang on.
Grievance.
Grievance.
Oh, I like it.
I gotta look at my list. I got more than one this time.
Hey, that's
I'm onto a
improvement.
second page of grievances.
Oh,
That's how I know I've degraded as a human being. Because I remember last year I said, not too
I
many
don't really
things
have any
bother
problems
me.
with- yeah.
Like I don't, and I've got like 6. So like that's more.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a
I got
decent start
11.
anyway.
Although 10 and 11 are kind of together. They're
Oh,
equally
shit.
they're equally as relevant.
The Ducks are expected to get Mookie Cook and Fale Dante back in the next couple weeks.
Oh, they might be able to be competitive.
Yeah, unlike the women who have no shot.
Yeah,
They are bad.
they are bad.
So they lost to Utah Tech at Utah Tech, though. And Utah Tech shot 67% from 3, and they hit 21 of them. So maybe guard the fucking 3-point line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm no genius.
Like that sounds to me, without watching the game,
Right.
it sounds like they were in a 2-3 zone, dared him to shoot, and they did.
Right. At home on a fucking Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon. No, it wasn't even 3. It was like noon. It was like a noon game on a random
Some
Tuesday.
bullshit, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, because I remember looking up on Twitter, I'm just like going through, it's like Utah Valley, like 400, Oregon 6.
right.
Speaking
Fucking
of video
wild.
games scores.
Exactly.
So explain this to me about basketball. You guys know way more about it than I do. In the NBA, do they run zone defenses? Because I was
Occasionally.
under the assumption that the zone was
Up
not,
until about,
like,
what was it, 5
illegal.
years ago, you couldn't run zone?
Something like that.
But
Oh,
they,
okay.
they
5
recently
years ago.
changed. It's a new rule.
It's a new,
New-ish.
newish that they
Yeah.
allow the zone defense again.
Pretty much growing up, no zone ever.
They
That's-
took away illegal defense and they changed it to
No, they
defensive
still
3 in the
have-
key.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's still
I-
But you can
'Cause-
be in the zone, but you just can't be 3 in the key.
okay. See, because I like growing up, I didn't
And
play a
there
whole lot
is
of basketball.
still illegal defense. You
Is
can't
there?
double team a player without the ball for more than 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Something like that. Like, so if Shaq's on the post, you can't have 2 guys on him when he doesn't
Yeah.
have the ball and the ball's not expected to come. I'm pretty sure that's the
I'm sure it's
gonna
weird
look
because
it up.
I'm sure I've seen 2 guys following Steph Curry when he doesn't have the ball. I've seen that.
Well, you
Yeah.
can chase him, doesn't mean you're guarding him. I'm going to open the podcast with a question I heard today on Dan Patrick that I really like. All right, man.
Hey!
Are you ready for a good
These
ass
people.
show?
God damn it. Yeah.
Cool. All right, here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. And he finally figured out how to make his fucking headphones work. It's Dave. Oh, he's drinking a Rainier. How about that?
Yep. A little Ronier for the Fanye, you know what they say.
Hi.
Anyways, I know that we've got grievances coming up, and I'm pretty excited about it this year. And luckily, the grievance master is here with us as well. And it's Robin.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about old George Costanza.
Oh, I was wondering what you had over there.
I got
Hell
it.
yeah.
Jerry Costanza, sorry.
And you
yeah.
gotta hear about it.
Got a lot of problem with you people.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting a bobble like every week. I'm putting a different bobblehead behind.
There you go.
behind-
Yeah, I am that guy that has grievances. I started this thing. Fuck, I started writing my grievances like 20 years ago. It still continues. Then I brought the tradition to these guys, bringing it back around to the first guy, the hoop snake, known as Jake.
About to drop in like a drop bear from
Touch
here
your
to
tips.
there. How y'all doing? It's me, One Take Jake, back in the saddle again. And yeah, we got a lot of grievances to get to. I got problems with a lot of you people. But first, I want to ask the question, sports question,
Sports
time,
question.
gentlemen.
All right.
As I wear my Seattle Dragons hoodie today. Knowing what we know, like let's say we've created a sports time machine, and we've gone back in time and we've grabbed the following players. We're going to
Sports
start
Time Machine is the name of the episode.
so far, early leader, and we're going to
It's a sport.
start our new franchise in Seattle around this player, and we can take first year Shaquille O'Neal, or we can take first year Steph Curry. Who are you building your franchise around? And they're going to be who they become.
Mm.
They're going to
What-
become who
what
they are. Is
year-
what I mean.
What
What-
era?
What year? Is
Like
it
you're
the year
starting.
that-
You're
that they-
starting a team. You're starting a team right now. This we're going back to the beginning of this season. You're starting a team this season, and you get rookie Shaq or rookie Steph to build your team around.
That's a tough one.
You want to
Right?
go first? Do you want me to go first? Because I got something straight hot out the barrel.
Let's hear
Go-
it, Dave.
Go for it.
I'm going rookie Shaq.
Okay.
I've always I just enjoy big man basketball a little bit more. Also in today's game, I think I would go with rookie Shaq and then mostly lockdown defenders. Where and then you can feed it to them. Who's guarding Shaq in today's basketball?
Nobody. Not
Nobody.
even close.
So if you can get some lockdown defenders, on the outside, that's just my instant thought is to go with that.
It's really, I mean, it's kind of where I went with it too, because I mean, who are the four best defensive centers in the league? Like you've got Rudy Gobert because people say he is.
Yeah.
You've got Yusuf, not Yusuf Nurkic, he's not that great defensively. Nikola Jokic probably. Joel Embiid, and then you've got like Kevon Looney. Like I would love to watch Shaq work Kevon Looney in the post for a game.
I think Shaq would work all of those guys.
Yeah, there's nobody that's gonna stick with him because he outweighs every one of those guys by at least 50 pounds.
Well, and the thing too is Shaq changed the construct of teams like rosters, because you had to have 2 or 3 extra bodies just to foul
Right.
Shaq.
Right.
Mhm.
And so that weakened a lot of teams. His presence on the floor weakened a lot of teams.
Yep.
100%.
So you would have a lot more less talented guys in the league this year now. If we had to deal with Shaq, it's the Brady effect. Like I've said this before about one of the reasons why Tom Brady was so successful is because the ownership and the rest of the AFC East was so inept. They kept trying to compete with, we got to stop Brady. We got to load up on defense. So we can stop Brady. And no one scored any fucking points.
Yeah.
So then they would win all these games 17-10.
Yeah. I would also probably go with Shaq, but my thought is A, nobody is going to guard him, but B, with basketball being how it is now, he would also probably adapt to at least, I mean, he could hit the mid-range ish, not too far out. But also, if you've got a guy like that, you're going to fucking find shooters. So because we didn't take Steph, that means Steph is in the basketball league right now. Also, taking Steph without building around him is like Damian Lillard. Like, we already saw what happens when you don't build around him.
Mm-hmm.
Steph got super lucky because he had Klay Thompson and Draymond Green around him.
Not
So-
anymore.
Yeah, for now. But
Apparently, yeah, you can't punch people in the face.
heard that. But yeah,
Wrong sport.
so yeah, definitely Shaq, because Shaq,
Draymond.
he's gonna get shooters put around him.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone, you can get shooters anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kyle Korver, for example.
Imagine a team of guys
For
just
20 years, he's just lobbing up threes, making them.
Hitting him.
Chris Middleton.
With his knee braces, not like fancy ones. Like
He's got the Stone Cold knee braces out
Yeah.
there. Stone Cold Kyle Korver.
I still want that Stone Cold truck
I saw
at
that.
Walmart. I was like, whoa!
I've never heard like so much like, I want that.
I got
Mhm.
so excited. I was like, what is this toy? Because I could just see the 316 on the truck, and I'm like, and you get Stone Cold? I bet Stone Cold fits in the truck.
And drive it
Just
around.
drive around. Cool.
I need to beat you, Rock.
I want a Stone Cold cement mixer truck.
Okay.
That would be cool.
From the time that he
Remember he put the
filled
cement in Vince's Corvette.
Yep.
That's what. That's if I got a truck with
You
Stone Cold.
they could make a whole line of them. They could do Kurt Angle with the milk truck.
Oh yeah, they could do the Rock with getting hit by a car. Wait, no, that was Stone Cold getting hit by a car with Rikishi. You can put Rikishi in the car.
There you go.
I did it for the Rock.
They could do a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Put Paul Bearer in the glass case.
That's what they never did, is like they didn't really follow up the toys directly to the events. They missed a lot of opportunities to sell things.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake's doing something. He's definitely doing something.
I saw a post earlier today, and it was pretty funny.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. And it was this lady. Her name was Helena Sell. And
Oh, that's awesome.
someone messaged like, yeah, my favorite memory of you is when the Undertaker threw Mankind through the top.
Oh my god.
And
I
was
gotta
like,
write that.
that's
I gotta write
awesome.
that down. Helena Sell.
Her last name was like Sel.
Yeah.
God, it's
Oh
like, that's
my
good.
gosh. That's a good one. Helena Sell. Oh fuck. Well, so what are you doing since you're not going to school? Just sitting there doing nothing?
Just projects around the house, helping out.
Hmm.
Built that, and then work.
Adding
Oh, yeah.
another grievance
I've got
to
a
the
job,
list.
so
You got another job? Is that what you said?
no, just I've got
Oh.
a job, so I've been
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then
What's this new grievance?
Oh, they're young and getting the presents taken back to the fucking store.
Yeah.
yeah.
Taking the presents back to the party store.
And if I had $1 million, I'd buy a damn
Yeah.
brewery and turn the world into alcoholics. Oh, hello, petit chaton.
Oh, yeah?
That means little kitty in French.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I don't speak that.
There's a little kitty that decided to come join me when I went to yell at children.
Kitty.
Wait, how's that President song go? A kitty by my foot and I wanna touch it. Oh,
Kitty in
there
my
she
foot
is.
and I
I
wanna touch it.
touch it. Kitty at my foot.
Meow,
and I
meow,
wanna-
meow, 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 meow.
That was excellent timing, Pepper. Well done.
Meow.
So we want to air our grievances.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Are we doing this? We airing all of our grievances, or are we gonna do like a round robin?
We need
Round
the
robin.
oh wait. Can we play just the audio from that part of the episode?
I got problems with a lot of you, or
What is the episode name? The Bagel Shop? The Strike. It's the Strike because Kramer's on strike from the Bagel Shop, and he tells the Bagel Shop that he has the right to celebrate new holidays. This is wording, and the boss is like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, we're on strike." and then George is in trouble because he was handing out Christmas cards to everybody, and it says a donation has been made in your name to the Human Fund, which the Human Fund was just a made up. It was just the made up company or fund that he was like, people will think I donated money and then they'll give me a present, and I'll be like, yay, I got a present. And then his boss is like, George, our company needs his Mr. Kruger. He's gonna donate like $25,000, and he gives him a check. And George is sitting there talking to Jerry, and he's like, I really just want to give back. And Jerry's like, you could start by giving back that check. He's like, I can help people. Anyway, and Kruger's like, George, what is this Human Fund? Accounting department says it doesn't exist. And he's like, my dad celebrates Festivus. And he's like, I got to see this. And so he takes the boss. It's funny.
Newcomers. The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it. You.
There it is.
The airing of the...
All right, who's starting?
Not it.
Well, how many do you have? 6, you said?
Yeah. So I'm not going first.
I got 14.
Yep. You go first.
I go first. All right. I used to write a whole prologue. Yeah. To this whole thing, but now I just write 2023 grievance list. All right. Number 1, lady in quotes in front of a team name. Like, example, the Lady Wolves. Why can't they just be the fucking Wolves?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they have to be the Lady Wolves? Or the Lady Irish? Are you telling me there aren't Irish that are ladies?
We clearly see that they are females.
It's fucking stupid.
The lady cocks.
It says, I wrote, this feels like the opposite of equality. It feels like division, and that is probably not the intended goal. Also, best example, Office Ladies podcast. Why has it got to be the Office Ladies? Can't it just be Office people?
The thing that bothers me most, I had to stop listening because of how many times they said lady.
Oh
in
my
that
God.
podcast.
That was why, all the time. Lady, listen. Oh my God, stop. Or the way they'll say, I love, like whatever it is. I love a bagel. I love a good soda. Like I love why you got to say, you don't have to add, in front of things. Oh, I love a good warm sweater. Like, can't you just say I love sweaters or warm sweaters or I love
lamp.
I love bagels.
I love lamp.
Anyway, number 2, unalive or unaliving.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate that phrase.
The whole trend.
It's so stupid, and it's all because of TikTok.
You can't say suicide.
Right?
You can't even say cut.
But you can say cunt.
Out.
Cunt it out.
Here's what I wrote. This is the dumbest thing ever, and it's all because of TikTok. We'll delete your videos if you actively describe a type of dying, i.e. murder, killing, suicide. I'm going to go ahead and label it as reverse speak. Heard a soccer announcer say dispossessed, and I got mad because I'm like, hey, can't you just say you lost it?
It was taken from him.
Yeah.
He was dispossessed.
Yes, exactly.
It's like when they say you were not under arrest, but you are being detained.
You're being detained, right? What? Yeah. Come on now. Number 3, shout out, insert name. This is something we've done on here before.
Oh, we do it all the time. I do it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan. So what I wrote was, not shout out to shout out guy. I don't know what that means. Not shout out to, shout out guy. Oh, T.O. got you too. T.O. too. I don't know. Maybe there's a comma in there, but I don't like it. Number 4, summer swamp ass. Toilet seat edition.
Toilet seat edition. Gross.
When you're on
slippery.
the throne, but it's also hot and you're sweaty from it being a billion degrees out. Anything really over 85, and the upper thigh sweats. So the sweet so the seat becomes slippery. I need
and
a
then when you
fan
get
in
up,
there.
You get up and it looks like the basketball court at Matthew Knight Arena.
Oh my God, I
Mhm.
hate it. It's the worst.
I actually had the opposite this summer in Arizona when I was at a national park or at a state park.
It
I went
cold
to
ass?
use like it was so hot there was no sweat and I burnt my ass on the seat. Like I had like not I didn't have like a circle around my butt and my legs, right? But I had like I was itchy. You know, like when you get a little burn,
Yeah.
like there was a specific region of both of my ass cheeks that was itchy, and I was like, "Oh, I'm never using
Yeah.
an outdoor toilet in Arizona in the summertime again.
That's fair.
I will dig a hole
Number
or stay
5.
inside with air conditioning."
Did a thing. I just wrote, please stop. Everything you did was a thing. Post pic of toilet. Did a thing today. Stop. We will all promise to be excited for your tattoo, car, kitten, haircut, etc. Just post your picture of whatever it is. You're excited, we're excited. That's how it works. Number 6, using the British words for things in America. Kit, livery, outtake, overtake, sorry. Pretty much anything the F1 races say.
So this one's pretty much just directed at Alex.
Yeah, we don't call cookies biscuits or fries chips. Livery is the one that I will give slack to just because it replaces paint job and they use decals generally. Number 7, go blue. A color? That's your mascot? And it's the color for depression? I guess I'd be depressed too if I lived in Michigan.
Got him.
Wolverines are a cool mascot, but saying it must be tough. And you can't really shorten it because then it's just a whole other animal. Try harder. Maybe be academically prowessed like the other animal team.
See, the problem is when you got a place in Ann Arbor, it's Wolverines. That's too many syllables.
You can't do that. You can't be having them syllables. Syllables itself is too long of a word for Ann Arbor.
That you can't shorten it because then it's a whole different animal. It is really funny.
Hit the dinger. Ding.
The dinger. The prime effect. The 3 weeks of hype that national media built up around Colorado, a 1-11 team from 2022, was the most annoying thing of 2023. Colorado brought in Deion Sanders to coach the Buffalo football team, and Primetime brought the circus with him. What I don't have a problem with was watching Dan Lanning end all of that. Suck it. Mashington. Everything about that fan base and the fact that Oregon simply has not been able to get over that hump of purple that they are. It's really just these last 2 years. Jake's flipping them off. I appreciate that. Seeing them in our spot in the playoffs is frustrating. Being rewarded with liberty is also annoying. And I hope that we continue to play against our own standard. Fibu. Number 10, Miami Dolphins. I like the team. I like the coach. I like the players. But orange is gross. Number 11, the Pac-12. That's the whole thing.
I can see Robin sitting there watching the Dolphins play and he just being like, ugh. Yeah, go Dolphins.
Because I was like,
Ugh.
man, I want to get me a fucking Dolphin sweatshirt. No, I don't. No, I don't. What's the point of getting an all black one? I'm good. Number 11, the Pac-12. Well, that was quick. Once the Conference of Champions is now 2, who are not champions of anything at all that matters. The schools couldn't figure out how to make a TV deal happen, and now we're down to nothing. 87.5% of the teams left for other conferences. That's not good. Poor Bill Walton. Number 12, cancel culture. In general, stop. The Kang dynasty being killed by some BS domestic violence charge where the victim is seen chasing the aggressor in quotes, makes zero sense. I can't stand it. Do the right thing. Disney brought back James Gunn. They can do it for Jonathan Majors. Number 13, the Portland Trailblazers. First of all, Jody Allen, you suck. You are not the owner of the Blazers that you think you are.
We are the owner of the
Also,
Blazers,
you were
bitch.
supposed to sell that team for your brother when he passed away.
Who
The
actually
whole
owned
world
it?
knows. The whole world knows. Uncle Phil made an offer, and you blew it. Because you blew it, Dame is now part of the Milwaukee Bucks. I guess Jody Allen is the real grievance. Figure it out. Number
That's what I
14.
said. So figure it out.
Figure it out. Number 14. It's giving. I just hate
What?
that phrase.
I don't
Have
even
you
know what
heard
that
that?
means.
Exactly. It's on TikTok all the time. Like these chicks will just say it's giving, and then they don't say what it's giving. Finish the fucking sentence. I hate the phrase. I can handle Riz and Gat, but it's giving me a headache and making me feel pretty nauseous. The end.
I'm gonna Urban Dictionary. It's giving.
Oh my god. No,
Depending
it
on
seriously
context,
makes my head hurt.
depending on context, if someone says it's giving to you and adds nothing after, then that means a person thinks you fine as hell. Also applies to other nouns. If the person says it's giving, then adds something other than what they say is what they think of the noun they're talking about. A short phrase used
What?
when something is hitting different. Girl, look at my outfit. It's giving today. So basically what's happened is we've forgotten how to use words,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're just like, what does
You fill
sponge
in the
mean?
word.
Oh man, sponge it, dude. Yeah, totally sponge it. I'm so sponge.
That is so fetch.
I really dislike how. Oh, actually, I'm gonna add that to my grievance list.
That's what we're here for, Dave.
I have heard something interesting about how like has worked its way into the American lexicon, and how
Mhm.
the Valley Girl lexicon of English is the only one to truly contribute to the overall U.S. vernacular.
That makes sense because we say like without even thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. And back when I was a kid, they were
Mhm.
like trying to eradicate it. They're like,
See,
don't
they
say
were like
like.
trying. They were like trying to. See,
I say it reflexively. I don't
exactly.
even. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to get my list out here. Oh, I got some 2-for-1s too.
Perfect.
Old twofers.
Old 2-for-1s. All right. People who park at the pump.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
They don't get gas.
Right.
Oh,
They just park
those
there.
sons of bitches. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 300 people who need gas right now, and your ass is parked at the pump. And I made sure you didn't just go, because some people go in and pay with cash. I get it. Those people exist. I'm not talking about those fuckers. I'm talking about the people who just park at the pump. While we're on the topic, how about people who go the wrong way at the pump? And
Ooh.
again, I'm not talking about the people who reach around. I know that bothers Robin.
I fucking hate that shit.
It doesn't bother me as much because when you go to Costco, they have big signs that say, we can do this for you. So I'm not blaming people for following instructions. What I do have a problem with is when you show up at a gas station and there are arrows pointing for everyone to go this direction. When you go through, you go this way. And some dumb chuckle fuck who's almost always part of my second grievance on this list is facing the wrong direction, just gumming up the whole works. And guess what he's doing? Going inside. Gonna get 2 fucking Monster Energy drinks and a corn dog. Facing the wrong way, blocking up everybody
That's
else.
the name of my first band.
Gumming up the works.
No, 2 Monster Energy drinks and a corn dog.
Nutri-Grain bar and a Mountain Dew. Nutri-Grain bar and a Mountain Dew. So my second grievance, the type of people who typically park the wrong way at the pump and then just park there, don't buy gas, are pavement princesses. I have, especially in the last few months, have truly come to hate this style of truck. It's the modern American truck where the hood is 5.5 feet tall and the front of the vehicle is nothing but lights. And when you consider the average height of a child and the fact that you can't see a kid over your hood is just dumb. It's poor design and it's dumb. If you look at the way a Ford F-150 was designed in 2000, 2001, and the way they're designed now, it's night and day. They're two completely separate trucks. And while we're on the topic of trucks being bullshit, let's talk about the phrase military grade. Dave, what does military grade mean? You can't hear him going,
Oh,
but
yeah, you can't hear
basically,
that. It's absolute. It's a crock of shit.
That's
for
doo-doo,
people.
baby.
It's a crock of shit for people that are too dumb to realize that it's shit.
so that's the colloquial definition. What it actually means is the lowest bidder, paid to the lowest bidder.
Mhm.
So when they say, yeah, we've got a military grade, frame, that means it's the cheapest possible frame they could get by with. That's what they're telling you.
Mhm.
And you paid $60,000 so you could have an 11-inch screen in your truck and not look at the fucking backup camera. Stupid asshole. You don't even know how to turn the lights on. Speaking of stupid assholes, we've got Tony Romo on the list. I continue to hate him. He continues to be on the list every year until he stops being a broadcaster. I hate Tony Romo. I say this every year. Explain to me why what happened. Don't tell me what's about to happen. I'm watching the game so I can see what happens. I don't need some jerk off guessing over the top of the game. Oh, they're gonna run a fly route. We're gonna watch Tony on the route.
Do you ever watch the Manning cast?
I love the Manning cast.
Because that's
Yep.
one of their things. Is like they're like, all right, predict the next play.
So that's a bit.
That's a gimmick, right?
Right.
Tony Romo doesn't understand that he is a fucking gimmick.
And the purpose, like I get very passionate about broadcasting and sports journalism and stuff like this because it's the field I went into. It's what I care about. The role of the analyst, which is what we call them now, because apparently, like I had someone get mad at me for saying color. They didn't actually get mad. I said color commentator. He's like, yo, that's kind of racist, dude. I'm like,
That
no,
person,
not colored commentator.
that person should be punched in the throat and urinated on.
God damn, is he from Ann Arbor?
What a fucking retard.
God damn it.
But
What?
anyway, yeah, the role of the analyst is to explain to me. You've got about 10
56
seconds
forward.
between
Oh
plays
yeah, I
to
said that
go
word.
to go. Oh wow, look at the coverage wasn't there on the play, and the reason why he got that is because Johnson was playing outside and they threw it on the inside. What a play!
Mhm.
Ain't hard. Shit ain't rocket science. It's football. Something everybody seems to have forgotten so far: the Oklahoma bitch.
Oh, I did forget it. Fuck her.
Dude, she first of all, I know I'm not supposed to be there, but I've been there enough that I have every right to be there. I'm not bothering anybody. Like, go Ducks. Anybody
Ducks.
who's behind us, that they're not bothered by my presence being there. Therefore, shouldn't be a problem for me being there. Not blocking anybody. I'm not in the way. But this bitch and her husband got myself and some of my friends thrown out of the section. And then was just screaming ridiculous obscenities at Lincoln Riley. She sucks. Fuck her. I hope
She's the worst. I wonder what Lincoln Riley does with his summer home living rent free in her mind, because he's
constantly
just always there.
Right.
Jesus.
I wonder like what nights she goes out to play some sort of stupid card game while her husband goes out and fucks whoever else he wants.
Oh, he's the kind of
that's
guy
probably
that
what's going
watches
on.
her get fucked with other dudes.
They're in Vegas. Oh yeah, adding the fucking
That guy from yesterday on Facebook. Oh,
that shit was funny.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and explain it.
So this dude, he made some comment. He's like, cucks are the problem with our country today, and I was like, yeah, cuck is an incel insult, which it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we found the cuck. I'm like, sick burn. And so he then proceeds to tag me in like 3 different memes of this is what your girl looks like cheating on you. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like, I really got you stirred up, didn't I? He's like, oh, I put you on my cuck list. I'm like, it's a weird thing to do, man.
Right?
Like, I don't
Weird
even
way
know
to-
you, man.
That's
Weird
when
way
I
to spend
go
your time.
and find the post.
Yeah,
And I go,
he's like,
is this a gay thing? This feels like a gay thing.
and then he gives the classic, oh, double thumbs up avatar. Like, I'm too cool for this.
Hold on.
First
What
of all,
was it
man
on?
bun.
It's on the more dudes
More
Renaissance
dudes, yeah.
thing
Hop
or
in there,
whatever it
hop
is,
in
yeah.
there, and have a little fun.
More dudes.
The Renaissance.
Yeah, that one.
You can probably just search my name and you'll find it. But hey,
I'm joining that. I'm gonna
hey,
look for that later.
fuckface. You look like the kind of guy who bangs his sister, and your sister's ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. That was a little bonus.
Right, little bonus grievance.
Little bonus grievance there.
I like it.
My job. Whew, my
Oh,
job.
boy.
I'm not gonna like this could take all night, so I'm not gonna. But I'm just gonna distill it down to a text conversation that happened today.
Oh God.
This is what I have to deal with, and this is why I get frustrated with my job. and the first one is a person I work with. I'll need some work orders pulled tomorrow or Friday for the weekend. I'll send a list tomorrow. That sounds like a reasonable request, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Except for I send out a list of all of the work orders and every job that's on the floor every single day. I already do that. I say, is it different from the SWO list I sent you today? Referencing, hey, you know this piece of paper that I work on and I give you every single day. Yes, on the list it shows jobs for the next week. Keep this in mind. Look at the date for the next week. And then for January and February. And then other jobs for January and February. And then he sends me like baby's first Excel lesson. Says, before you send the list, filter from oldest to soonest on the date so it can make easier for you guys when you pull the materials needed. I don't know if that's how you have it on your end, but it kind of just mixes on my end. And I look, motherfucker. Like this.
It's one of those, like, I feel like I'm not there. I shouldn't understand it better than the guy that works there. And it makes me think of, I can explain it to you, I can't understand it for you. Like,
right.
How do you not fucking see? Yeah.
So I respond because my calling card around this business is I am concise, I am direct, and I am professional. If you don't like it, it's not personal. The less words we use, the more effective our communication will be.
Seems fair to me, as long as you're not Kevin Maloning it.
Mm-hmm. Why use more word when less word, more effective? So I say, we don't pull materials for jobs, though, confused by what you're asking. Basically calling out, you don't know what we do in my warehouse. We have all our work orders sorted and know what is scheduled for the next week. If dates have been, okay, and that's, again, me. That's my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to check up on my shit. I know my shit. I'm translating professional for
right,
those.
Right.
Translating for the streets.
Ebonics.
No, these Excel sheets ain't for the streets.
These Excel sheets for the streets is the name of this episode. If dates have been changed, it's information I need shared with me so I can be aware of what's coming and going. Translation: if you're fucking around, you need to tell me so I cannot be fucked. And then I wait a few minutes and respond and send again. Also, what information do I need to provide outside of the next week and the next 2 months?
Right.
Because
like,
right now,
what point are we going beyond reasonable expectations.
Mhm.
And also keep in mind what is uncovered.
Right.
Like what am I not
yeah. Why?
what
What's
am
the
I
purpose?
not conveying here? What have I not the next week is the last week of this month.
Right. So
The-
you're at least 9 weeks out. You're giving him everything you have for the next 9 weeks.
Yeah. I'm 9. I know every job that we have going for the next 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Seems something reasonable.
Yeah.
I'll send you an example of the email you sent. I'll send you an example to the email you sent out. Other than adding if it's a job or a work order, I think the list is perfect. Backpedaling because he realizes he might have just walked into a bear trap.
Right.
Because as I'll get to that in a minute, we're still talking about this job. I say, have you seen the second book on the spreadsheet titled Work Orders? Meaning, if you click here, there's a second spreadsheet.
There's a whole other page.
You can have a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's like having a book.
You can have a bunch of them.
Dave, that was really funny. It's like being able to turn the page in a book and having different words on it. Mind blowing.
Yeah.
So he says, I did not only saw the first page. I'll check it out shortly. And then I never heard back from him. That conversation took 2 hours via text.
Mm.
So.
And you know how much could be avoided if people just say, oh, hey, my bad. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. And
you know how far that gets you?
When you would have earned a lot of respect with me today.
My bad. I'm an idiot.
Because because I have the ability to kind of, when I know a person's MO, I can extrapolate the way they behave when I'm not around them. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I anticipate that this guy has been motherfucking me for the last month or so, publicly or privately, because I'm not giving him the information that he thinks I'm supposed to be giving him.
Right.
Now he realizes that he's been a fucking idiot for about a month.
Mm-hmm. Because you were giving him all of that, and it's on page 2.
Yep. And his name is all over it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, this isn't done per Christian. This isn't done per Christian. They're like, yeah, it's got your name on it, dog. You should probably know about it. We got not invited for the Christmas party, which has pissed me off for several days.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah. They told me that they're sending us Amazon gift cards, which is fine, whatever. That's all well and good. I think because they're realizing that I have a U.S. Navy versus Iran perspective of proportionate response.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna bomb the fuck out of you if you don't touch my boats.
Can't say bomb on an airplane.
Let's see what could we say instead of bomb on TikTok? A splody splode.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. What would they say?
A boom nugget.
There you go. Boom Nugget is now the name of the episode.
Boom Nugget sounds like that little floating turd that didn't make it when you flushed. All right, well, I'm almost there.
Oh, you're almost there? All right.
More than halfway there. People who don't use Bluetooth in cars that definitely have Bluetooth. Speakerphone in hand people. Those, whether you're in the car or you're in public, don't hold Samoa Joe said it best. He said there are 2 kinds of people in the world who have the speakerphone in public. One of them is my dad, trying to get me to talk to my relatives at a family reunion. The other is a douche. So, the Mariners buying Root. Fuck you guys. Way to spend money on the team. Instead, you bought a TV station. I won't watch. Fuck off.
You bought a TV station that already covered you.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Stupid asshole. Speaking of teams that get covered by Root, how about the Blazers not doing any stadium giveaways? What the fuck is that about? I've emailed them like 3 or 4 times and no one can give me an answer. Like they're all like, "Oh yeah, we do all sorts of Pride nights." I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Allen.
I don't give a fuck about your Pride night. Like, Like the Mariners do Pride Nights too, and they do stadium giveaways. The NBA reigning champions are doing stadium giveaways this year. The Milwaukee Bucks are doing stadium giveaways. The Blazers are doing like Filipino Pride Night. Like, sorry, Dave, but I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
give me
and-
something.
Like, and it's not even like you get there and they're not going to give you anything. They're
Yeah.
they're going to be
Right.
like, hey, if you're Filipino, here's 7 or 8 dancing people at halftime. Like, and now some people from Roseburg will do the fucking haka. Great. Inappropriate celebrating and inappropriate booing. These are
I just looked at Dave thinking of when we were at the Civil War.
that one's not directed at
I
Dave.
know, but it's still like as soon as you said it, I'm like,
David. So inappropriate celebrating, we talked about a little bit. When people celebrate menial accomplishments in a blowout, like if you score a touchdown to bring your team within 21 and they're doing the whole like lifting the running back off the ground bullshit, like, you guys, you suck. Like, you were losing by a lot of points. Like, tone it down a little bit.
it's the kindergarten graduation of sports.
Yeah, it's like I remember my dad. I still hate him for it, but he wasn't wrong. Like, I remember watching a game when Oregon was getting the shoes put to him by Washington up in Seattle, up here, and like the Ducks were down by like 19, and they ran the ball on like 3rd and 4 for a first down, and I think it was Ontario Smith. He like gets up and is like nodding his head like, yeah, I got that first down. I'm like, bro, we're losing by 19 points in the 4th quarter. Like, what are you doing? And my dad just fucking emulated that for the rest of the day, because he's like, oh yeah, I stopped rooting for him right there because of that. Because he like stuck his tongue out and he's like, eh. I'm like, you don't root for them anyway. You're not a fan of the team.
Right.
Like, fuck off. Like, we'll get to that too. Inappropriate booing. This one, like, the people who do this most egregiously, I've noticed, are Bay Area fans. Cal and Stanford, you guys don't understand the rules
They
of
have
football.
no idea what sports are.
You don't know how sports work. Every time there's a holding penalty on you and you guys boo it, it makes you look like idiots.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely holding. Hey, oh, boo, it's a bad call. Back and like, oh, here he is. He takes the guy's shirt off on the play. We've never seen that before. Oh, it's not a hold. Boo, boo. Defensive back tackles a guy. They throw a flag. Boo. It's not interference. Boo. Fuck you guys. I hate.
Just trying to help him with the laundry.
Yeah, I hate inappropriate booing is ridiculous. The Beavers. Fuck you guys. How about that?
Yeah. That's
Mountain
it. Fuck you.
West Coast Conference school ass pieces of shit.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, I'm done. I never thought I was gonna have to go to your piece of shit stadium again. I guess I have to at least one more time. But yeah, you got what you deserved. You didn't want to play with the big boys, and so you got left outside. And now you want to treat us like we're the big bad mean bullies. And we beat the shit out of you on the field because you wanted to run your mouth. And we let you run your mouth all year, and then we put the screws to you, and then somebody on Twitter made a fake thing and was like, "Hey, look at this! This is really funny, haha!" Someone made a billboard talking about how we beat Oregon State, and you guys lost your fucking minds.
They definitely did.
Like, oh, like how unclassy of a school to post the billboard right outside. I'm like, you guys did that. Like, we are making fun of you. You're broke asses who spent a couple $100,000 on these billboards just to tweak us because you won a football game. Okay? Fuck off. Like, you have the 110th rated like recruiting class in the nation. I went through and looked. I've never heard of any of the guys that you got coming. Most of them don't even have pictures.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, none of them are rated. Like, they're all 2-3-star guys, and like, oh, this is the team that's gonna win the Mountain West. Like, you guys are below San Jose State in the recruiting. You're not even the best in the Mountain West. So have fun competing for 4th in that conference too.
Oh man.
And lastly, I've been fucking Colorado.
Those fucks.
I like
Fucking
how
Buffaloes.
we all have something to say about Colorado.
I've been riding. I was riding with Coach Prime. I thought this was awesome. It was really cool. But this has to be the most annoying group of fans and the most thin-skinned group of Nancys I have ever seen. Like Oregon, like Coach Lanning goes and fires up his team at your expense. Like, are you gonna act like you didn't film a bunch of videos before the game just being
Right?
dickheads? Like, this is college football. People get juiced up on what they get juiced up on. And the fact that you got wiped off the field immediately after that, and then you come back saying shit like, oh, you better get us now. This is the worst we're going to be. Then we whoop your ass in recruiting all day today. And it's nothing but Colorado Buffaloes being like, oh, Oregon's nothing but they're the Paris Hilton of college football.
Rich
Yeah.
and better than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know it.
One
Yeah.
more final last thing. People who cook duck at tailgate when we play you, it's not funny. You're not original. You're not the first one to do it.
I think it's funny because it shows exactly that.
Like, it's funny, but not the reason they think it's funny.
Right. Yes. We're laughing at you, not with you.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm Asian. I'm going to eat it.
Well, yeah, I'll eat it too.
That doesn't
because
matter.
Duck is delicious.
Yeah.
Naturally, yeah, but the
Mhm.
grease will light your entire house on fire.
Yeah.
But that's my list. That's everything I hate for the year
Nice.
2023.
Okay. We'll go with my list. Number one is actually Colorado. The fact that ESPN decided to post that they're the 49th ranked recruiting class, like, who the fuck cares?
They mentioned that?
They mentioned it. Like, they posted it with a big 4-9 in Colorado Buffaloes colors. And I'm like,
Oh,
what we just celebrate mediocrity, I guess.
I
Like,
guess so, yeah.
let's
Get
go
rid of
for
grades.
It's like watching
Participation
women's
trophies.
sports.
Yeah. Yeah, so just ESPN, the Buffs, like, it's all just, I'm done. I'm so tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
Love Deion Sanders. I was super stoked. I'm like, this is awesome. This might be a good thing. This be cool. I'm going to watch every bit of media that they put out. And then I got tired.
Right.
Because I was like, it's the same stories over and over again. And then all of a sudden they played us and they're like, oh, they're not the team that you said that they were, that we weren't, that they are.
Because after they played us, they won one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they spent the entire season looking back at us, going, "Oh, Oregon."
Right? Like, we had done something.
Yeah.
Oregon hit
Atrocious.
Shador too hard too many times.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And nothing
guess-
stupid, I guess.
I guess don't play us then.
Yeah, you
Oh,
won't
you
have to worry
won't?
about that
Okay,
anymore.
cool. Yeah.
I also have a toilet seats thing. I put warm toilet seats during the winter.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
told
that
me
is.
the other
Oh my
day, but I
god.
knew whose ass it
Yeah,
was, so
like,
it didn't bother me.
it's-
It was
it's not
Jen's
as
It
ass.
still
bad.
bugs me.
Still bugs me though. Actors that can't perform athletic moves, but they are cast in a
That is a
role
good
to
one.
do some sort of sporting event.
Right.
Can't throw a football, can't run, shoots a basketball horrendously. Mostly because it was I can't remember what it was. Like, She's All That or one of those movies.
Yeah.
And the guy was supposed to be the star quarterback of the high school, and he's doing one of those short arm, like, I can't throw a football.
Like he has no idea.
Mm-hmm. And then there's another one. I was watching it, and there's this guy. He's an Army Ranger, and he's walking on base, and someone throws him a football, and he's just like, he's walking. He's in the desert. He looks like a badass. He gets this football, and he's just like, eh. And I was like, like, oh, dude,
What was
best-
that?
I will say the best issue of Guy not being able to throw a football in a movie, though, is still Tommy Wiseau in The Room. Like, the way he throws a football is so funny.
Oh, okay. Side note, Tommy Wiseau. This guy walks into the gun shop the other day, and he's got long hair. He's wearing like a tweed brown jacket,
Oh,
and I'm
come on.
like, I didn't hit her. And I said it out loud.
All right, what else you
yeah.
got, Dave?
Okay. What else we got? 18 to 22-year-olds that seem to make it their goal to stump community college professors teaching a class that they're not experts in, but clearly know more than them.
Very specific.
Very specific.
We'll allow it.
but I've seen it. As we all know, I've been to a lot of colleges in my day. I have always run into it where like the teacher, like my biology teacher right now, he's a botanist. He deals with plants. So he's right now we're talking about like really small microbiology. And he's just like, none of this stuff matters to him because he doesn't have to deal with this part of in his career. Yeah. But like this one chick is just constantly like, yeah, but what about this? What about this? So you don't know? And he's just like, no, I don't know. There's a plethora of information out there, and I can't contain it all into my brain.
Like, unless this is double jeopardy, I don't care.
Yeah. Right.
I love how teachers have kind of migrated from the you won't have a calculator in your pocket your whole life to I don't know, look it up on Google.
Right.
Right.
They've went full circle. The hoop snake.
Hoop snake. Okay, my next one is actually Jake. I have a grievance. I have a problem with you, and you have to hear about it.
All right.
And after this, it's the feats of strength.
Yeah. Jake, for telling me about this website, but not warning me about how many dudes with tits are on it.
Wait, what website?
What? That one for the OnlyFans thing.
Oh yeah, I didn't say to browse. I said to
I browse.
for who.
I browse, and I'm just like, oh, I'll check this one out. Oh, that's a penis. And then I browse some more.
Damn it,
and
Johnny.
The thing is, they're thumbnails on your phone, so they're really small. So all you see is what potentially could be a hot chick. And then you get into the profile and blow a picture up, and it's like, no, that's a dude with tits.
There are no chicks with dicks.
Nope.
Only dudes with tits.
If you remember, this is, I tell people, man, you got to listen to the words I say, because I get specific sometimes, and when I'm specific, there's a reason for it. Now, if you remember, I said, hey, go to this website, and any creator that you know of, you put their name in the search bar, and you can find them there.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Most
all
of them.
them.
Almost all of them.
I checked all of them.
There's some that aren't up there. I agree. But for the most part, a good 95% of them are there. What I said was you can find them there. What I didn't say was go browsing through the most popular because
also very confusing. Why are there so many popular OnlyFans not chicks?
Dave's like Femboy Gaming. What's that?
I do appreciate that you said that specifically because there is one.
It's on it's like top 5. It's on
it's like in the top one. And I'm like, so I did go ahead and I went and browse. Dude, there's a lot of them out there.
A lot. That's why I said.
I'm like, this is.
There's a lot of people in other countries though. I think like Brazil is big into that.
Yeah.
And there's like a Brazilian of them.
These ones were all like white nerdy kids.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's on the first page.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Put your meat up on the floor.
Okay, so
36. Number 36 overall.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Pendulum art. That's not talent.
Yeah.
Because I've thought about, man, I could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just like
That's
make two things swing and then you just make the paint fall out. That seems fucking easy.
I've seen too many videos of someone in a pair of overalls that are covered in paint in a room that's covered in paint and just swinging it, and I'm like, that's not talent.
If they wanted to make that's an
mess.
Actual talent, like you get
do a picture,
2 people on ropes, and you have them hold
like
cans of paint,
Lebowski.
and you just let them go, and until they hit each other.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
like
it's hilarious.
suspend yourself and tie it off to your
Yeah,
penis.
hilarious.
Like that's like some sort of art, right?
Wait, did you say what?
Yep. The pendulum is your penis.
I'm not
Put the
writing
brush
that
on
down.
it and you swing it back and forth.
Yep. Okay.
Pendulum art. That's not talent.
It's not talent. My next one, the ATF and the IRS, they can fuck
Yeah.
all the way off.
Fuck you
Both
guys.
of them together.
Yep. ATF mostly like alcohol, tobacco, and fire. Like, why do those go together?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know.
You get alcohol in one hand, you get a cigarette in your mouth, you got a gun in another hand. You tell me you're not having a good fucking time?
It's
It
called
sounds
Camping
like
with
people
Dad.
are going after Kid Rock. This
1998.
doesn't seem fair.
It's a company of guns, fire, and cigarettes, and
I'm just saying
alcohol,
fire.
and booze.
That's America, and stop messing with my America. All right.
I really hope the IRS just disappears someday. I
Mhm.
feel like there's a chance.
There's a chance. They've been pushing for it last couple years. Okay, and then my last one. As the years go on, I'm becoming more and more okay with the end of days.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say femboys.
Femboy gaming.
No, like we were talking earlier, and I just added to that one. We were talking about like people talking these days, and I'm like, as you're talking, I'm like, as the years go on, I'm okay with the world ending.
Have you guys seen that new movie on Netflix? It's like Leave the World Behind, I think. And it's got Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. And
Nope.
it's interesting. Like basically there's a war happening and you figure it out throughout the movie. Sorry if I ruined that for you.
Oh man, there's a war. God damn it.
Yeah.
What? There's a movie and there's war.
Yeah, and like this kid loses his teeth. It's weird.
With like a gun?
No, his teeth just start falling out.
Weird.
Because
I had to read like stories about the movie afterwards to figure out why, and it's not what you think it is. So
radiation.
that's not helpful. Sort of, kind of, not really, not directly.
I've been thinking about catching up on shit like Squid Game.
That was a good one.
I haven't
watched the game show of it yet, but I watched the show. It was good.
I feel like the game show version wouldn't be as exciting because people don't actually die.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, so.
Like,
well, and
that's why the Running Man would be the greatest TV show ever made if they would actually make it.
Mr. Beast did the Squid Game for real too, but also they didn't die, and he had like, I don't know, $1.5 million or something.
I was listening to Cornette's podcast today, and they were talking about something Russo said, and he's like, and they're reading is like, bro, this is someone I literally took a bullet for. And Jim Cornette's like, wait a minute, god damn it, who the fuck got to put a bullet in Vince Russo and I didn't? There's someone I need to shake their hand and give them a steak dinner. Literally put a bullet in him.
Get some Wooooings.
It's a Wooooings.
That is how we are gonna be like, hey, you guys want to go get some Wooooings?
Like, what do we have? What do we have?
What do we have for tailgate? Some
Wooooings.
Hey, after the game, let's stop by old Buffalo Wings.
Wild Wooowings.
Like the way they do it is similar to how Mr. Beast coincidentally will tie those back in. How he did his micro restaurants. Basically, they just rent space in ghost restaurants, and they're there for a little while and then they're gone. Like there was a Mr. Beast burger here in South Park for like a month and then it was gone because dude, every time I drive home, it's in my head. Except they're not friendly faces everywhere. Methed out faces everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sense.
Taking your catalytic converter. Well, these people, they could have been anywhere in the world. They're here with us. Hey, you know what? If you guys have grievances, go ahead and shout them out in either the YouTube comments or on the Spotify comments in the show notes, and we will read your grievances next week on my show. Because, you know, maybe we're your grievance. Maybe you're mad at us. Tell us why we're not funny.
And if we are, fuck you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why grieving me is wrong. Why you're wrong by grieving me. Just like I did Dave. But for this edition, this episode of my show, good night, universe.
That's a podcast!
Go Ducks!
Go Ducks.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.